All right.
So we've got limited time. So no theatrics, no theatrical spin, no banter segment. Quick introduction. I'm Ben AMF, aka Good Benjamin, and as always, the King of Lampoons, and
Yo,
also
yo,
as
yo.
always, yes, and also as always, the Bull. Except for that one time that he wasn't here. Otherwise, always. And so saith the wheel. Um, the content we've titled, or I've titled for this video, is called Alpha. So, are you guys familiar with the term alpha male?
Sure.
Not
King
on
of
my.
Lampoons? Do you need an explanation?
No, I'm good. I got it. You can explain it, but yes.
Nah, because I really don't know how to explain it. Because it's kind of taken on. It's become one of those words that's almost like lost all meaning to it. You know what I mean? Like, trying to think of a recent example. It's almost like calling someone a Nazi nowadays. You know,
Yeah.
word used to have a lot more weight until everyone just started calling everybody that. Then all of a sudden it's like, well, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really want to talk about Nazis within the first couple seconds of this recording. That was probably a bad idea. So edit all that out. But anyway, yeah, an alpha male just being like, you can go on YouTube and see all the alpha male videos.
Well, okay, but they're already there.
Oh, who the people?
Yes.
That's a fair point. So this video would have I wanted the wheel to land on this, on the video that I just did with the King of Lampoons and I, solely because that coincided with Veterans Day, and this piece of content I think brings up some social issues that we could all explore together, and I'd be curious what you guys' thoughts are.
All right, shall we dive into this?
Let's do it.
Right in.
So, before we start, this video came from the Law and Crime Bodycam channel on YouTube. Am I lagging like crazy?
Not like crazy. You're fine.
I haven't noticed.
I don't necessarily even want to set this up with any type of explanation. I just want to start the video and just take a look. So in a nutshell, this video takes place in Reno, Nevada. And the police were responding to a call about a man yelling. This took place at about 1:30 in the morning.
So the police were called because so somebody heard a man yelling and called the police. Now, I don't want to step on anything, but thinking he was in danger, in need of aid, or they were just annoyed that a man was yelling.
Well, if you were just to read the little police blotter that said police responded to an apartment at 1:30 in the morning for a man yelling, that could be like maybe even just disturbing the peace. There's a lot of different things that could mean.
Yeah, that was my question.
Yeah, I understand that, but this is certainly not what I would have expected.
Okay.
The call to be. And before we start playing, I'd also like to point out that 5 police officers have shown up for this call. So I thought it would be fun if we watch this body cam footage, this police body cam footage, and determine, hey, who's the good guy in this video? Who's the bad guy? Is anyone good? Is everybody bad? Is no one bad? We can kind of rate the police on this. We can determine. There's some social issues at play that we can explore. So without further ado, I'm going to start sharing.
Looks like they're just open.
So they're walking towards that apartment building with the light on there.
This is right when they show up.
With the light on?
This is like right when they got there, right?
Correct.
Hey, Chris, Reno PD, what's going on, man?
I got no guns.
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm with the Reno Police Department. I work with your brother.
Get your hand off the weapon right there, mother. I got my hands right here. Take your hat off. You.
Chris.
Can you stop?
Chris.
You!
Chris, what is going on, man?
Benny, can you pause that?
All right. He's coming.
Yeah.
Did he just take the screen off the window? Is that what I saw him do?
Yes, he did. Now, listen, like I had said earlier, let's say you just came across that police blotter. Would that have been the yelling that you would have expected for a police call at 1:30 in the morning? Because to the bull's point, that didn't necessarily even sound like a man calling for help. It was literally a man yelling.
I mean, and then you just go ahead and rip your screen out. Have you ever put a screen back in? It's not the easiest thing in the world to get back in there. He just created a lot of work for himself.
He sure did.
And he's also making a lot of demands. You take your hand off your gun. You take your hat off. He told the guy to take his hat off.
Yeah, if we were just listening to the audio of this, you would think he was the cop.
So, all right, I have no idea where this is going to go. What's happened? He has the wherewithal enough. He has the wherewithal enough to know that what he's doing is going to be alarming to them, because the first thing he says is, I don't have any guns or whatever, or weapons.
Well,
So
can
he
we
knows
at
what
least
he's
give the
doing.
gentleman a chance to explain himself?
Yeah. It's just
He
weird
might
that he
have
knows what he's doing.
And he's okay. And you know what? And let's, to his credit, the very first thing he did was alert the police. I have no weapons. Not an unwise thing to do when you're facing down 5 police officers, especially these 5 police officers. And
But nothing,
a little bit more on that later.
Nothing makes that statement more believable than immediately ripping your screen off the window, too. As soon as you say it, I don't have any guns, off with this screen. Oh, yeah. Seems like a real straight shooter.
Yeah.
Hands off the taser.
Let me ask you guys this. You could hear the one officer say, hey, what's going on, Chris? In one of the most timid voices I've ever heard. So are you filled with any confidence whatsoever right off the bat?
No. Not in these people laying down the law. No.
Wait, he knew his first name?
Yes, he works with his brother. His brother's a police officer, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've gathered.
Yeah, one of the police officers referenced that they were trying to call his brother. I forget exactly what he said. I can go back a little bit.
I think he said, I work with your brother.
Yeah.
I think
his brother is indeed a police officer for the same police department.
Okay.
So
hey,
I want to.
Chris, how's it going? I don't need guns.
Where's my brother? I need a hug, man. Don't shoot me, please.
Where is your brother? I don't know. We've been trying to get a hold of him.
There.
Can I get a hold of my brother?
We tried to get a hold of him. He's not answering right now, Chris.
You ever seen a man exit his house in that fashion?
Well,
casually?
Maybe he was born Caesarean. You know that old joke?
Yeah. Yes. I can't think of the guy's name.
Oh. So he's got his hands out, nowhere near his pockets, open and showing the police to let them know I'm not an armed man.
He's making his hands visible.
Yeah.
Smart.
To let all 5 police officers know. Nothing to worry about here.
Well, at this point, he's
My
still.
name is Chris.
I was going to say, at this point, he's still free to come and go as he pleases, mainly through that window that he just walked. How did he walk out? And I love that's not his first time walking out that window. He's done that many, many times. He didn't even if I walked out one of my windows, I would have to at least look down to see what I'm stepping into.
Yeah.
Like he just stepped over that with all the confidence that he was sure footing.
This guy's door frame is probably covered in dust and cobwebs from not being used.
My name is Christopher Henderson. You guys shot me 2020. You guys didn't pay me any money. You shot me in my right shoulder.
Did you just ask me to pause?
I didn't, but I'm glad you did because I already have some more stuff to say.
Yeah, so he's introduced himself. That's how I was aware that the gentleman's name was Chris.
And he said you shot me in 2020.
He's identifying himself to the police. He said, my name is Chris Sheehan. I'm the guy you guys shot in 2020.
And I believe
as you can see on the timestamp,
he's about to show the bullet wounds.
Let's find out. But according to this body cam footage, this incident occurred in 2022.
2 years later.
You guys didn't pay me any money. You shot me. Can I get a hold of my brother?
We tried to get a hold of him. He's not answering right now, Chris.
My name is Christopher Henderson. You guys shot me 2020. You guys didn't pay me any money. You shot me in my right shoulder.
We know, bud. Chris, what is going on? Jesus. What's going on today, Chris?
Let me do some pull-ups. Get the out of my way. Move away. All of you. All of you move the away. Back the up.
Okay. So, that was our introduction to Christopher Sheehan.
Wait, you stopped the video?
Huh?
Was he
Well,
about
there's
to
more. There will be more.
Yeah,
I'm
will you
sure.
relax? I got it all under control here.
Okay.
But that was our introduction to Chris Sheehan, who the police shot in 2022, it said?
No, 2020. They shot him in 2020. This footage we just watched was from 2022.
Yes, I'm sorry, correct. And again, that same police officer who asked Chris, "Hey, buddy, what's going on tonight?" I don't know if you heard him as Chris took his shirt off, but he muttered to himself, "Oh, Jesus Christ." I mean, this is not a small man.
All right, but having his shirt on doesn't make him less of a small man. Shirt on or shirt off, it's the same fucking dude.
Yeah, but they're seeing, I guess, his physique, and he's reacting to that, the officer is?
Yeah. Let me ask you guys this. If 5 police officers showed up to your house with the intent to subdue you. Okay, no, let's just say a call was made for the police to come and subdue you. How many cops do you guys think it would take to get that job done with either of you? I know the answer for me would be 1.
Yeah, me too, indeed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to walk to the hospital with my dog now. Get the out of here.
Okay, can we pause that?
What is going on?
He's going to walk to the hospital with his dog.
Yeah.
Is that recommended? You bring your dog to the hospital?
I want to throw a disclaimer out here that none of this is necessarily recommended. So far, I thought it was wise that he told the police he didn't have a weapon and kept his hands visible. But beyond that, I want to recommend a whole lot that this guy does.
Does the dog jump out the window or does it go through the door?
No spoilers, please. But, yeah, so he's staring down 5 police officers right now.
I'll say this
much. Yes, sir.
I feel like if his brother wasn't a police officer, this dude would have been tased as soon as a toe came out that window. This wouldn't have got this far.
I appreciate the good people at Law and Crime Bodycam editing out all these vulgarisms so that we don't have to do it for, the YouTube TOC. You know what that means? You know what that stands for?
Yeah, but
terms of conditions.
Oh, no, that's not a term.
No.
If I ask you guys nicely, I'm going to tell you guys right now. Whoever could go toe-to-toe with me, head-to-head, push-up to push-up, let's get it. Going facing the west right here. You're yoked. Facing that. I'm not saying I'm yoked. Okay? Back up and stay. Are you scared? You're scared. You're scared. Are you scared or not? Be honest.
I'm not scared of you, dude.
I know you're not scared of me. I'm scared of me. I fear one man, and his name is Do you want to know what his name is?
Wait. Can I guess? Allah? I say that because he wanted to face east. He wanted to face east while he does his push-ups.
Not one of these police officers took him up on the push-up for push-up challenge either.
It'd be funny if one guy was about to, and they had to like give him a look like, no, not now. One guy like starts to take off his belt, like, I'll do this. And they're like, nah, you can't.
Do you want to know what his name is? Can I do a push-up? You guys won't shoot me in the back?
Why not, Chris?
You promise me? Listen, I'm a man.
Chris, do you remember me?
I'm a man, right? I'm a man.
Chris, do you remember me?
The police are asking, do you remember me?
West?
What's your name?
It's Goodrich.
Goodrich. What's your last first name?
It's Elliot.
Elliot what?
Elliot Goodrich.
When's your birthday?
Oh, Chris, it's in February.
What's your number of your birthday?
Chris, what's going on tonight?
I'm doing 14.
Chris,
My brother's February 14th, 1979.
Okay. Yeah, I know your brother. I know Malik as well.
Dude, shut the up.
Chris, what's going on?
Shut the up!
Why are we out here tonight?
Because I want you to shut the up.
Why do you keep yelling?
Shut your mouth, please.
Chris.
Put your taser down and shut your mouth. I see your taser right there.
I know, because you got me amped up right now, Chris.
All your weapons. I see them right here.
All your weapons.
I got you amped up because you guys are soft. Every one of you out here is soft.
You didn't do 14.
Every single one of you, especially that guy right there.
Okay, especially that guy right there. That comes into play. But, yeah, again, a lot to unpack here. You know? I've just never seen an interaction like this between a civilian and a small fleet of police officers, and you know, where the civilian orders the police to put their weapons away and provide their full names and birthdays.
Yeah, I don't
But
think
he also chose the number of push-ups he intended to do based on the day of his brother's birth.
I think that was, because I think that may have actually been why he wanted that cop's birthday. Like,
he was going to do whatever.
It's the 21st. Okay, well then here's 21 push-ups.
Yeah. It's
Not an unreasonable request, you know what I mean? No crime. You can ask a police officer when their birthday is and not get in any trouble. I like the one cop, though. It may have even been the same cop we've heard speaking to Chris earlier, said, I ain't scared of you, Chris. And once again, one of the most unconvincing manners I've ever heard. But the last thing that Chris says is, you're all soft, especially that guy right here, and then points to an individual cop. So why is he singling that cop out? Well,
can I guess?
Let's find out together, as the bull says.
Can I guess?
Yeah. No, don't guess.
Possibly.
Wait, hold on, Benny. You told Josh not to guess because you think he might actually get it right.
Well, that's true. Yeah, go ahead and guess.
Yeah, guess.
That might be the dude who shot him back in 2020.
That's a good guess.
Yeah. You're
King
really
of
blowing
Lampoons,
the
man.
whole bit here. King. So anyway, let's find out what's so special about this particular cop, even though the King of Lampoons just blew it for everybody.
Some kind of cowboy over there. I see you, dude.
I'm not trying to hide.
Who you think you're hard?
Yeah, the cop that's standing,
Think you're standing?
the furthest away from him is the cop that shot him in 2020. He's like, I'm just going to hang back out here and keep lookout.
Is that a grill?
No,
It could be. Yeah, it could be. I mean, they're in Reno, Nevada. It's like an outdoor courtyard grill that you would see at an apartment complex, I guess, like a public use grill.
Yeah, in a place like Reno.
Think you're standing there hard?
Stop, my friend.
You're gonna shoot me because you think I think I'm better than you.
I was there when that happened, my friend. Do you
Shut
want
the
to
up!
Okay.
You weren't there.
Yes, I was.
Did you come up and hit me in the chest, man?
No,
You're okay.
I tried to
Did you come up and hit me in the abs, man? You're good.
Chris, can we
Did you
just-
do that?
Chris, can
Did you
listen?
say I love you, bro? Did you say that to me?
Chris.
Was my brother there?
Hey, Chris, can we get you some help, my friend?
I already got help.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got help, so he's got it all sewn up. He's He's a man who has his life together.
And as the King of Lampoon's guest, yeah, the incident that he is referring to is where he was shot in the shoulder by the same police force, one of whom apparently was there. So,
I love that I love how he's covered in all those red dots, like that he's just ready to unload.
another thing you'll notice, and
It looks like he has chicken pox.
I don't know how I feel about this. The reason that all this body cam footage is so readily available now is due to the Freedom of Information Act, which I'm not well versed on, but I do know that's how people are able to put in these requests to get this body cam footage and then post it out all over the internet. But if you notice, the pixelation on the body cam footage is in there because all the police officers have their faces pixelated as to not show who they are. All of them except, in this case, Chris Sheehan. So is that fair? I watch a lot of body cam footage, and not all of them have the police officer's face blurred out. But in this case, they're all blurred out.
Right. I don't know why that is.
Except for our star, Christopher Sheehan.
I don't know why that would be, but it's strange because it's also public information which police officers responded to the call.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Maybe they're just camera shy.
but so far, I mean, aside from, a lot of strong language, would you guys say that he's been cooperative? He was asked to come outside. He complied.
I don't know who's asked.
You're gonna shoot me? I got no weapons.
Chris,
What else you want to see? You want to see the slog?
Chris,
Want to see the Sheehan slog, dude? Oh, you real?
Oh, hold on.
The
Pause.
Sheehan Schlong.
Oh, that's what he said.
Yes. We're going to be hearing a lot about the Sheehan Schlong throughout this content.
They used to
The
do that
legendary.
They used to do that on American Bandstand.
But no, his point being, though, isn't so much, hey, I want to show all these police officers the Sheehan Schlong. It's, again, to show that he has no weapons. He stated, I have no weapons. And he's willing to go the extra mile to prove it, as we're about to see. Watch this.
Chris,
You guys think you're hard?
Chris.
Navy SEALs are hard. David Goggins, Jocko Willink, Jocko, run this country. David Goggins, run this country. Kyle Milliken. You guys know who Kyle Milliken is? You know who Marcus Luttrell is?
Chris.
You guys know who they are? I bet you read their books. You guys think
Okay,
they're
pause.
hard? I'm hard. I'm hard as
Yes, sir.
Are you familiar with David Goggins?
I am. Josh, do you know who he is, King of Lampoons?
Yes.
He's one of the, in that alpha male sphere that teaches you how to, real men do this. Jocko Willinks, if you guys are familiar with him, I believe he was some sort of advanced military guy, right? I don't want to.
I know.
I don't want to give the guy stolen valor, but I don't want to say he was a Navy SEAL if he wasn't, because that's stolen valor. But
I think he
was
was
in some sort of high level military. But
Yeah, I
that's David Goggins is of that similar space, the alpha male space.
And he's saying these guys are nothing compared to the likes of David Goggins.
He's saying that the police are nothing.
Yeah,
Like,
law
yeah,
enforcement
yeah.
in his
basically,
presence.
they're not hard. Navy SEALs are hard. David Goggins is hard. He shouts out Jocko Willinks.
Now, what about this guy on the stairs? I assume that's a member of law
Oh
enforcement.
wow, I hadn't noticed him, but that could just be
The guy playing
nosy
Wordle
neighbor.
as all this
Yes.
takes place.
But anyway, either I can't tell if those people that he just shouted out, he's shouting them out as influences to him or not, because he goes on.
that was going to be my question. I don't understand why he's yelling those names. Is he saying he's like comparing himself to them? I don't know what the reference there was.
Let's find out. Let's see if we can figure this one out all together.
We did it! Shins, baby! Shins! Shins!
You know, I'll go back a little bit to where he starts talking about David Goggins. I almost called him Walton Goggins.
I'm hard! I'm hard as Tell me, did it! Shins, baby! Shins! 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 4-4-4-4-4! Get the back now! Go read your Bible, shut the
Nope, stop, boss. Chris, can you stop and listen? We need to get you help. You know
I'm gonna
you
go
need
get me
help.
help. Don't
No,
stop.
with us.
This guy's a monster, man. This guy's big.
Don't shoot me, I'm going to get my own help! Stop!
We're gonna stop. We need
I'm
to
gonna
get
put
you
a
help.
shirt on. I'm
Chris,
going to get my own
stop.
help. Don't shoot me in the back.
Hey,
Don't shoot me in the back, Reno PD. Don't arrest me.
We're
Don't
going-
touch me.
We're gonna get you.
I have broken no laws. Shut the up. Let
I
me
think-
be
I think-
quiet. Let me be quiet and go in my own house that I earned with my blood, my sweat, and my tears.
I understand.
Shut the up.
We're gonna get you some help.
I'm
okay?
gonna go get some right now.
We're gonna get you to.
I'm gonna go get shut the up. I'm walking.
No,
Ah!
you need to stop, my friend. I'm here to help you. We're trying to help you.
You will not put your hands on me. You guys will not touch
Chris.
me. You especially, you're all weak.
Okay, Chris.
Think I'm on?
Okay.
Yeah, but you, Mr. Alpha, you just admitted that you earned your home through your tears.
Not just his tears, his mother effing tears. That was a beautifully cut promo. If I saw him do this on television, I'd buy a ticket, man.
He could talk
That
you into the
promo
arena.
would he could put some asses in some seats. Can we watch that again? Because I particularly like that part. I also enjoyed how he screamed at the police to let him be quiet.
Yeah, that didn't make sense.
I also liked how he started kind of shouting out his own family's name, like Sheehan's, like the O'Doyles and Billy Madison, that movie that Norm Macdonald was in. But this is a promo. This is how you put asses in the seats. Listen to this.
Touch me.
We're gonna get you to.
I have broken no laws. Shut the up. Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet and go in my own house that I earned with my blood, my sweat, and my tears. Shut the up.
So, this guy scared the shit out of me just watching this video.
Very menacing fellow, for sure.
I was
he said
hoping
he
you guys would have agreed with me. Instead, I now look like a big wimp admitting how scared I would be if...
He said he broke no laws.
There's a lot to discuss here. There's there's a lot of gray area, I think, to explore.
I
don't know about that being a gray area. He has disturbed the peace. This is late at night, clearly, and the cops have shown up, and they've failed to restore the peace. He's still screaming at the top of his voice.
That's a great point, too, yeah.
He's still waking people up who have to go to work so they can cry to earn their living.
Well,
what job? What job do you just cry and you earn a salary?
I would love to see the bull recite those same words back to him as after that guy just cut that promo with his veins bulging out of his neck.
Well, I'd be okay because
Steve would have started being a wiseacre to him.
With 5 armed men around me, I might be.
Well,
yeah, exactly. 5 of them. He's surrounded by 5 armed police officers who, in this day and age, are not armed with not only lethal weaponry, but non-lethal weaponry at their disposal too.
So the guy starts yelling. One of the neighbors calls the police. He's thinking they arrive and he's probably thinking, "Oh, it's great. Things are going to quiet down now." 20 minutes later, this guy's yelling about his schlong outside still.
Yes.
For the love of God.
Yeah, the only thing that's changed is now he's outside yelling as opposed to inside the acoustically insulated confines of his apartment.
And now 5 other voices have been added to the fray. And also, I wonder what he was yelling. I doubt he was in his apartment yelling, "Oh, I'm hard. You're not hard. You know who's hard? David Goggins." I
Yeah,
doubt that's what he was yelling in his apartment.
I
I'm
think we
sure
heard
as
what he
much-
was yelling as the police approached. I think that's what he was doing in there.
He would. That's the stuff he was yelling about. Do you think?
He didn't seem to be yelling anything other than
Rawr.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Brings
what
up
do you
another
think?
point.
He's yelling words.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess maybe that's just what he chooses to do with his time. I mean, I don't know. These are all good points. So this next clip, well, they're still ironing out the details of how they're going to handle this incident, basically.
Chris,
Can I pray?
no,
I can't pray.
stop. We need to go get you some.
Okay, I'm going. Don't touch me. I'm going in my window.
No, we're not going to.
I'm going in my apartment. It's my
Going in my
dog's in
window.
there.
Stop.
My dog's in there.
Let's go.
All right, take me to jail.
Thank you.
Not for long if you leave that screen up.
Where you to the hospital? You guys take me to the hospital. Relax. My dog's relax. Guys.
So yeah, I mean, this guy's kind of all over the place. I mean, he wants to go back into his apartment, via the window.
Yeah.
Then he wants to pray, but when the cops tell him that he can't pray, he does like a total 180 and goes, "Okay, well then take me to jail." Only to then do another 180 and demand to know why he's being taken to jail, and then starts resisting the efforts of all 5 police officers. So basically, we just witnessed a full 360 in a matter of.
Can I say this? We've established that his brother is in law enforcement in some capacity.
On the same force as the 5 gentlemen that have responded to this call. They're all
And he
co-workers.
He was shot prior.
Yes, 2 years prior by.
So clearly his brother was okay with that. His brother deemed that necessary because he's still on the force. They're still on the force. Everybody agreed that was the right thing to do, was to shoot this man.
Yeah.
You guys say that, but
that it was necessary force.
Well, let's find out if it is or not. Would you guys like to see the body cam footage of when Christopher Sheehan was shot by the police in 2020?
I'd like to see nothing more.
Okay. So again, this is body cam footage of the shooting incident in 2020. And this body cam footage kind of jumps around because it's from various vantage points. And again, about 4 or 5 police officers responded to this scene, all of whom appeared to be very scared.
How are you past flip?
And look, but before anyone asks, I don't know what this call was in reference to, but the police responded to something, and here's Chris Sheehan.
I wasn't expecting daytime.
Yeah. His temperament is a little more, subdued than it is in these prior clips we were just watching.
More subdued, and he gets shot.
So let's take a look. Now these clips kind of happen sequentially, and so let's watch this body cam footage, and then we have some more data to go by to make more informed, decisions on how we feel about all this.
Why are you past flip? Past what? Dude.
Can you go down on your knees, please?
No.
Let's talk about this. Let's figure this out.
I'm going to run. I'm sorry.
No. Talk about this.
Here's my things. Here's my things. Here.
So there's the taser gun. There's the shot to the shoulder, and then he just walks away.
Yeah, what the hell? I heard those things like simultaneously. Like, so he got tased and shot basically at the same time?
Yeah, so
I think, well, first you tase, then you shoot.
So what happened was, so first of all, if we go back to when this started, he is being, again, semi-cooperative. You know what I mean? He's obeying the officer's order, but he does disrobe once again to show that he's unarmed and
He actually
hands
put
all his belongings over to police and then gave them all the courtesy of letting them know that he was going to run. So it's like semi-cooperative. It's like walking a real fine line between cooperative and uncooperative. But basically what we just saw, and it's real quick, so I could even go back and we could watch it again with the hindsight of what actually happened. You heard the taser first.
No.
The taser shot right past Christopher Sheehan, hit the adjacent police officer who had his pistol drawn. And when that police officer got tased, he shot his pistol and lodged a bullet into Chris Sheehan's shoulder.
Well, that makes perfect sense for what we've established is indeed Reno 911.
Yeah.
And then after all that happened, the gentleman who was just shot with a gun turns around and walks away. So we can watch that again, and then it's just going to start cutting to the other police officers.
Okay, I want to see this
body
because
cam
that's terrific. I didn't see that happen. I thought he was perhaps impervious to the
that's
to
what
the
I
feeling
thought.
of the taser. Yeah, he had somehow.
He was impervious to the gunshot.
Well, it's a shoulder. It's not,
Well, yeah, I thought the same thing, Steve. I thought he got hit with both, like at the same time, and was just not phased at all.
I mean, this man. I don't understand why this guy isn't in all the Marvel movies.
Why are you past what? Past what? Dude.
Can you go down on your knees, please?
No.
Let's talk about this. Let's figure this out.
I'm going to run. I'm sorry.
No. Talk about this.
Here's my things. Here's my things. Here.
So it's going to cut to another cop's.
No! We're not playing!
Get down! Get down! Get down on the ground! Down on the ground!
So we guys hear the female voice is another one of the officers who I mean rightfully upset by what just transpired, and she's rushing to his aid. So that voice that you hear is one of the police officers. And again, he's like, okay, now he's face down in the parking lot. But again, not because he was just shot with a firearm, but because he's decided to cooperate now. Now he's like, okay, all right, I'll lay down like you asked. So, I mean, yeah, this is incredible footage here.
what are the odds? I just want to point something out. Look to the right of the screen. What are the odds? What are the odds that one of those stores is a GameStop?
Lay down! Lay down!
No. Josh, you were going to say something.
Yeah, I just was gonna say. I think you can see his. I think his hand is blood, like his arm is bloody. I think you can see it when you watch it.
Shoulder. My shoulder.
You're okay. We're gonna get you out. Come over. Sit up.
So would you guys be speaking that calmly as 5 people are wrenching both your arms behind your back to put you in handcuffs after your shoulder has a bullet? I mean, I'd be crying out in agony before they came over and started wrenching my arms behind my back. And he's like, "Oh, please, guys, come on, my shoulder, the one you just shot, you know."
Josh, can I ask you something? As a student of do you mind if we talk about the police academy?
Sure.
You enrolled in the police academy at one point.
Yeah.
State trooper. You were training to be a state trooper. When officers shoot somebody, it's meant to be fatal, right? It has to be a situation in which they believe that their life is on the line. So they have to shoot to kill, no?
Yes.
Well, in that kind of proves that this was an accident.
Oh yeah, because it's standing that close. There's no way he would have hit him in the
And
shoulder.
also being shot in the shoulder and only shot once. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
This is just buffoonery.
It's one way to put it.
So in this case, but then that like Benny was showing us so we could discuss it. So who's at fault there though? Like who would get in trouble? The person who accidentally shot him or the person who accidentally tasered him?
The taser guy.
We're actually going to see body cam footage from the vantage point of the officer that shot him too. That's coming up. But right now, the female police officer is rushing to Christopher Sheehan's aid.
All right.
I think it was me. I got shot with a taser. I thought,
You're okay.
fuck.
Yep, I got it.
You're good. Are you good?
Yes, I'm good.
You're okay. Look at me.
I got it.
You're right. You're okay.
You're not to undo it.
You're okay. Look at me. You're okay. Got it? All right?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
That's misgendering. So far, we've got Christopher Sheehan guilty on misgendering. So there's that.
Okay.
And she's just trying to calm him down, letting him know he's okay.
Okay.
And he
Now-
seems okay.
One thing he said from the original video makes way more sense now. Because he was saying when he first comes out the window and he was like, you guys shot me in 2020 and I didn't get any money. I was like, what is he talking about? Now it makes sense.
Sometimes you got to trust good Benjamin to let him tell it, to spin a yarn, to tell a story. And all loose ends will be tied up nice and knotly in the end. Probably not, but it'll give us something to discuss.
You're okay. Got it? All right?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me right now. Talk to me right now. You're okay. Okay? Talk to me. We have medical on the way right now.
Can I please see my stuff right there?
Chris, you're okay. Okay? You're okay.
All my stuff's right there.
Okay, you're okay.
Can I possibly
Okay,
get out
listen.
of these handcuffs?
Yes, medical's here for you, okay? Just talk to me. Talk to me.
Can I stand up and
Talk
take
to me.
a sip
What's
of
your-
water?
what's your
Can I have
birthday?
some water, please?
What's your
I like that at the end. I think she was kind of getting on his nerves.
That's what I mean. She's
No, I think he thinks she's a stewardess.
That's possible.
she's acting like he's headed towards the light and he's just sitting up having a conversation and she's like, stay with me.
Yeah.
Like,
And
was
he's
he
asking for a sip of water. And
to be
she's
unhandcuffed.
screaming over him to the point where now he has to raise his voice like, can I get a glass of water, please?
Really?
So, yeah, so that's basically the incident that Christopher Sheehan was referring to. So fast forward to 2022 again, and we're standing outside Christopher Sheehan's Reno, Nevada apartment.
Why does it take so many of you guys?
Because you're amped up.
No, I'm not
We're
after
good.
you.
We're
Okay,
safe.
leave me alone, please.
We're not here to hurt you, bud. We
not
want to
here
take
to
you to
hurt you.
hospital.
You're not taking me to jail. Pull up my pants. Somebody pull up my pants. Pull up my pants, mother.
We'll get your
You pull up my pants. You pull up my pants.
Chris, stop.
Pull up my pants right now.
Chris, we want
Pull up my pants. Pull up my pants.
You got your keys so we can close up?
I don't even have my keys on me.
Okay,
Leave me the f alone.
make sure that it's closed, okay?
We'll get everything closed up.
Leave me alone.
We'll help you, okay?
Do you have
Let
your
me touch
keys? Do you have your keys? Do you have a set of screwdrivers and a power drill so we can close up?
Just go push the window closed.
I love this guy just barking orders.
That's funny. He pointed somebody out and wants them to fix his pants.
Yeah, you pull up my pants. In that same WWE manner that he explained how he earned his apartment. This guy could be a wrestler. He could be a pro wrestler, but he actually has his own aspirations, as we're going to soon find out.
Okay. Do you think he could be a wrestler? Do you see this guy showing up anywhere on time?
Well, mine is
I'll bet every time he tries to go somewhere, he gets waylaid by an incident.
I'm actually just surprised how I feel like of the three of us, I'm the only one that seems, for lack of a better term, impressed by this guy. Just the sack on this guy, his resilience to bullets, for instance, his nerve. So anyway, they seem to at least now have things might be on the verge of settling down a little bit.
No, I hope so.
They're trying to. Well, I forget if he said it or not, but he mentioned that his let me go in my house. He wanted to say, because he does have a dog in there and a big gaping hole.
It would be funny if they all have to go back through the window to go out the front door.
My dog, if you're gonna help me. Let me touch my dog if you're trying to help me, mother. You shot me, my mother. My dog's inside my apartment. Let me go in my apartment, mother. Let me go in my apartment. Please, I don't have weapons, guys. I don't have anything to hurt anybody. Please leave me the alone. I haven't broken any laws.
So he said to that guy, "You shot me." He just said it again. You shot me, and that guy resists the temptation to say, "Well, yeah, but this asshole over here tased me."
Right.
I can't tell who from the 2020 incident is present in this video. We know that at least one of them was at least there. But I don't know if there's still the lunacy of all of this.
Let me go to the VA hospital. Let me call my buddy Doug Goddard to come and take me to the VA hospital. I need to go. Leave me the alone. Please don't cuff me. I didn't break any laws. I will calm down. I'll take a knee. Can I take a knee? Can I please take a knee, guys?
Take a knee. Take a knee.
All right, now I'm calm. Can you guys please let me go to the hospital now?
That's where we're going now.
Okay, so I don't know how well you could hear him, but he's requesting to go to the VA hospital. So the man's a veteran. And this is the most cooperative we've seen him so far. And he asked the cops if he can take a knee, and the cops let him take a knee. So that's a point for the police. And at this point, he just wants to go inside and touch his dog, which I wouldn't know for sure, but I'm assuming the dog is some sort of emotional support animal. Don't know what you guys' thoughts are on emotional support animals, but I believe they work, and have spoken to people who can attest to their benefit.
I like animals, but I do want to say about him, about them not objecting to him taking a knee. I don't think they would object to him putting himself in any sort of submissive position.
They were probably, they may have actually been just as happy.
He's less likely to run,
Yeah. But they also have documented evidence to imply that if he was going to run, he would have given them fair warning first. I mean, he told those police, "Listen, guys, I'm running, just to let you know." So
I know what you don't do as a responsible dog owner: rip the screen off and leave the window open. I'm surprised that thing's still in the damn house.
That's a good dog.
Please, somebody video this. Reno!
If it was that great an emotional support, can we pause? If the dog was that great at emotional support, we wouldn't all be watching this situation.
Get out of my, where's my dog? Where's Remy? Where's Remy? Where's Remy? Where's Remy, my dog? Give me my dog. Pull my pants up, you mother. I'm sorry for calling names.
Okay, can you stop?
Sorry for calling names.
Sorry for calling
We're just trying to
names.
get you help, my friend.
I just want to get my dog. Get the out of my apartment, you. That is my place.
Agreed.
Yeah. Agreed. Then why are you going in there?
Chris, ambulance right there, my friend.
Where's my dog?
So an ambulance is on scene.
Where's my dog?
It's in the house.
Where's my dude? Let me close up my stuff. My window's wide open. You guys waiting. You're smoking a cigarette. Let me have my dog. Let me have my dog, Remy.
Ambulance right there. What kind of dog you got, my friend?
You guys are so weak.
Right there.
You go.
Okay.
No, you go.
Go. Chris, come on, man.
What am I doing wrong? Am I breaking a law?
Yes.
How?
You're being too loud. You piss all your neighbors off by screaming.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh well, there we go.
This guy has the guy's the temperament of the Incredible Hulk.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, very back and forth to very compliant
He's like
to immediate agitation.
he's like totally crazy and absolutely chill at the same time.
Yeah. And then they're like, okay, Chris, over here this way to the ambulance. And he goes, no, you go. The cop goes, no, you go. And then it appeared at least 2 or 3 police officers. You can see Chris just plant his foot into the parking lot. And then there was no more forward movement after that. The police seemed to be unable to budge him. But hey, thoughts on the police now entering his apartment? One of them, according to Chris Sheehan, smoking a cigarette.
That's pretty funny. You know, that guy was like,
"What is?" I didn't think it was funny at all. What did he do that would have warranted the police to enter his establishment? But then again, he did leave a window wide open, and he was asked to. Yeah,
and that's the reason they're not searching it.
He asked him to go in.
You know what? The bull is right.
He asked him to get his dog.
This was meant to be my big search and seizure segment of the show, but I had overlooked that part completely. So we're just going to cancel the search and seizure segment of
nothing searched, nothing seized. In fact, he did ask them to seize his dog. So
yeah, that was
I feel like
I
this
overlooked when I came up with that search and seizure segment.
This dude seems like he'd be like a cool guy to hang out with for a couple hours, but you know there's going to be a point of the night where it just goes off.
You know what? That was another question that I had wanted to ask you guys. If you knew this guy or saw him at your local tavern, or maybe you were just neighbors with him in his apartment, would you or would you not want to hang out with this guy? Because I don't know. I've given it some thought.
He seems, well, I mean, because he's got both sides of his personality, but he seems like he would be like really chill, like the part where he's not freaking out for a while, and then you'd see it would slowly build up. Like he would start playing certain music, and you'd be like, "Oh, it's getting about that time. Just got to get out of here," because he's about to start yelling.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards yes. I'm leaning towards the camp that would want to hang out with him.
Oh,
yeah, that evening could go south real quick.
Oh yeah,
and the southernness isn't worth the northernness.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. He might be a good time, you know. I don't know.
I doubt it. And then when the police show up, and we've established that this is an incompetent police force.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've got a lot more to cover before we can make a well-informed decision about either party.
Okay, fair enough.
So where were we here? Okay. So they've managed to get him to the ambulance. Mission accomplished, guys. Good job, cops.
When can I go back in? Because I have broken no laws. I've done nothing wrong except for yell. And I was shut the f up. And I just asked you guys to leave me alone so I could do push-ups. You guys won't leave me alone. Don't look through my Do I go in your house and look through your Okay, well maybe I will. You like it.
That's it, Chris. Close your window, lock it.
I won't let it go, man. You guys are going to arrest me, aren't you? You're going to throw a charge or disturbing the peace or something like that. Most likely, yeah. You're going to take me to jail? Yep, I knew you would.
Okay, I want to pause it here just to point out that at this point, he recognizes that he has done something to warrant being taken in.
Yes, and he accurately identifies the transgression.
Yeah, and the cop confirms it. Yeah, Chris, disturbing the peace, it's a misdemeanor. Not in jail. At this point, based on his behavior, maybe this guy would be best served to be in a controlled environment.
Slightly douchey tone the cop has when he confirms that he's getting charged with that.
I didn't take it as that. I mean, we can listen again, listen back to it, but I didn't think it was too douchey. I think at this point they're glad that he's settled down, and they don't want to. So I think when he said, because he seemed almost upset, like, you guys are going to arrest me, aren't you? Disturbing the peace. I took it as he was like, yeah, Chris, but it's a misdemeanor. Let's not get all worked up again and start telling us all to shut the F up. You know what I mean?
And I'd like to add this. I think his brother has had it.
Oh,
he has had it with this guy.
How
and
do you know?
The reason I think, well, because if he's a police officer in this community, he can't live too far from that community. And he hasn't shown up yet. We haven't seen hide nor hair of the elder or perhaps younger Sheehan, as you said.
Well, we don't even know if today is this guy's day off or not.
Oh, no, he just wants to see his brother. He didn't say he wanted to see him in uniform.
Well, it wasn't his night to work. He had vacation days.
And they said they called his
PTO day, as it's called. Oh, did they say that? They called his brother?
I believe so, in the beginning.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they did. But I want to hear this guy's tone.
So, but I just want to make it clear that that's where I think his brother is with all this. No, we're not doing this again. I don't think these two incidents are the only two incidents this guy has caused.
Okay, but one thing that you're not saying, the bull, is the word allegedly. So remember to always use that word.
Okay, but we're actually watching the footage. We can say that he was disturbing.
Well, that's true too. Yeah.
Something like that, most likely. Yeah.
Christopher tonight.
You're gonna take me to jail?
Misdemeanor crime.
Yep, I knew you would.
Yeah, so
when
I think I was right. He kind of just said he said, "Yeah, you're going to take me to jail," and he said, "Just for tonight." And he's like, "Well, disturbing the peace." He's like, "Yeah, misdemeanor crime." I think that was more him just trying to keep him calm. You know, let him know, and we're not throwing you in the pen.
Yeah, we're not throwing the book at you, as they say.
But remember,
cops say that. Man, I hope cops say that. I've never heard a cop actually say that.
Well, the boomers cop do. The younger cops say, "I'm throwing the audio book at you." So that's what the young
they would have missed, and they would have hit it.
Police say, "Huh?"
The book would have missed. And hit
back a little bit.
Back like this?
Yeah.
All right. So we could wait for the bull, I guess, so he doesn't lose continuity in the story. The bull, where'd you go?
Just wandered off. He's probably walking out his window right now to go get something.
What are your thoughts on this guy?
Is that out of your system? I will try again. No stunts.
I've triggered the bull. All right. Where were we here? Give me a second.
Can you push?
How do
Should we engage in banter?
Thing? Yeah, we might have to. Because I'm having difficulties.
Well, I want to ask Josh. I doubt Josh is familiar with this, but are you familiar with the Soul Group chairman of the board?
No.
You know the song "Give Me Just a Little More Time"?
I think so.
Give me just a little more time.
Yes.
And our love will surely grow.
I said yes before you hit the second verse.
But that was for the audience. Well, toward the end of that song, the singer does something weird that he thought might have caught on, might have sounded cool, might have it resulted in more people doing this in their songs. But toward the end, there's a bit of a breakdown, and he sings, "Give me just a little more time, and our love will surely grow." He does one of those.
Yeah, we don't get a copyright strike for singing this song.
Well, with my vocal accuracy, I'm sure we will. But
trip up the algorithm, confuse it.
But I was talking about this with Andrea earlier today, and she wasn't familiar with that. But she knew he did something, but she did. So we listened to the song, and she heard it. So then we started listening to cover versions of that song, and we started. Okay, we played a game where, okay, is this guy going to do it? Is she going to do it? And we're at where we are. The original guy did it. A lot of people do that in their cover versions of this song. And I'll give two examples. Kylie Minogue and Paul Weller both did that in their cover versions of Give Me Just a Little More Time. We have more to go. We've just only started this hobby, this fact-finding mission we're on. to see who did in their cover version of the Chairman of the Board classic, Give Me Just a Little More Time. Benny, how are you making out over there?
I'm ready to rock.
Let's do it.
I'm ready to get back to this Christopher Sheehan comment. But okay, would you guys both agree? Disturbing the peace, misdemeanor crime. Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
1 night overnight in jail. Okay. So he's still with the medical personnel.
Push my elbow back a little bit.
Back like this?
Yeah.
That's the elbow. I mean, that's the shoulder.
Say when.
Keep going. Yeah, keep going. Just go, dude. Send it full send.
I'm not gonna go too hard. I don't want to hurt you, man.
Do as hard as you can, bro.
I know, but I don't want to hurt your joints or nothing.
I need it to break. I need it to pop.
We'll let them figure that out.
Yeah.
Better?
Yeah, Reno.
There you go.
Thank you for shooting me, man. That was the best thing you ever did me.
Did he say "fuck yeah, Reno"?
Yeah. Could you hear that shoulder?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, hey, look, I don't want to push this thing too hard. No, push it as hard as you can. And the cops went above and beyond. Did as he asked, puts the shoulder in, and you could see the immediate relief. I'd imagine that can't be comfortable to be in handcuffs with a bad shoulder, you know what I mean? Much less one that you had been shot in. I know my shoulder hurts sometimes when I sleep the wrong way, so...
Now, do we know if we're seeing this now from the perspective of the officer who shot him?
There's no way to tell.
Okay.
Or not in any way that I can tell.
Because the man who does that to his shoulder, he says to him, not the man, but Chris says to the officer, shooting me is the best thing you ever did. I don't know if it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Something in that regard.
That almost seemed like in response to the relief he was experiencing from his shoulder being pressed back.
And that's why I was wondering if this was the same officer who can now provide,
I thought he said that's the best thing you ever did for me or something like that. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it is what he said.
Yeah.
Well, now that things have calmed down a bit, the medic's going to ask Chris some questions, and we're going to get some insight on what Chris has been up to in his spare time. And
oh boy, here it goes.
Also, what his long-term goals are. His long-term goal, man.
What is someone going to ask him? What is your goal, man?
He's happy to share. So things are at least de-escalated now. You know what I mean? Everyone's being civil, and just going to ask him what he's been up to. And I like this part.
All or anything, Chris? Looks like you have a little scrape on your back here.
Yeah.
You fell?
I fell. I did a back roll.
Oh, okay. Did you hit your head at all?
No, I just did it on purpose because I'm just practicing. I'm gonna walk on at UNR for football.
All right.
I've been training for it. Yeah, thanks. Hey, I need a blanket.
How old do you think this man is?
He gives his age at some point.
Okay. But not an age where you would expect to be a walk-on for a football team.
Yeah, but this guy is a specimen, man.
Well, I was about to say, man, his fucking audition tape should just be taking a bullet and keep moving.
Yeah. I think he could just send UNR. I believe that's the team he said he wanted to walk on for. I think he could just send them this video.
Yeah, what is UNR?
I'm guessing University of Nevada, Reno.
Okay. Yeah, that would be my guess. But
something tells me this guy doesn't have an academic
walk on. But then he shouts to again. His temperament, man. Like, he's having a nice civil conversation with these folks, but then the guy off in the distance, he starts barking orders. Go get me an effing blanket, because I mean, even Nevada can get cold. You know,
I'll tell you this much though. This guy living in a dorm would be a reality show.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, I need a blanket. Get it. Sorry. I cracked the whip, though.
We can grab you a blanket.
Yeah, I can get
that. No, I don't need one.
So, yeah. Again, just back and forth. It changes second by second, this guy's demeanor.
Right, but
and that's
maybe
why
it's
I'm thinking, wouldn't this guy be kind of fun to hang out with? Because even if he scared you for a second later, he'd be pretty cool.
no.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, he demanded a blanket immediately because the man's chilly because he went outside and disrobed himself. And one of the helpful medics nearby goes, "Oh, I have a blanket for you." He goes, "Nope, don't need it."
I think
he tells the one cop, "Hurry up."
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think whoever he told he wanted the blanket, he just wanted that guy to go do something else.
Yeah, but then again, you let's look at the other side of the coin. He immediately apologizes.
Yeah.
He apologizes. Hey, I'm sorry for saying that, but I cracked the whip.
Yeah.
I like how he threw that in there, man.
But see, that also makes it worse. The immediate apology, he knows he's not behaving reasonably, but not enough to not behave reasonably, not behave unreasonably to begin with.
And again, I'm going to speak for all of us. This is not an endorsement for this type of behavior. We would actually all advise you not to behave like this when dealing with police. No good can come out of it in the end.
I go on right here, ready for you.
Yeah, I got it right here, man.
I don't need it. They call me the White Geronimo.
The White Geronimo. What position you want playing football?
Running back, 34. I want to go get tattooed right now on my chest, a big heart right on my chest, and 34 right underneath it on my ribs.
Yeah,
right
Walter
next to the
Payton.
Fighting Irish. Or somewhere, I'm just visualizing.
What's the 34 stand for, my man?
So this was going to be the sports trivia segment of the show, where I would hit pause and ask you guys if you guys knew who he was referencing. And much like the King of Lampoons did earlier, the bull comes forward and blows the whole bit.
I apologize. I don't know if it was still playing, so I don't know. I was just kind of reacting, but I said Walter Payton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to edit all that shit out, and then we're just going to.
It would be great
we're
if
having
one of
a
the
trivia segment. Okay. And you can guess. You can guess Walter Payton, and I'll say you're absolutely right.
It would be great if one of the cops was like, "I bet you can't do 34 push-ups."
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, since the trivia segment is now blown, let's guess on if these guys know who number 34 is.
Okay.
Chris Sheehan's given them several clues.
Oh, okay, but not only that, yeah, he has, because he said he wanted to be a running back. So 34, that narrows it down. And 34 is a running back's number, but
who's the greatest one of all time? But
running
do
back.
any of these guys, any of these guys who I believe the bull referred to as incompetence earlier, are they going to know the answer?
Let's find out together, shall we?
34 stand for, my man.
Who's the best running back ever to play football in the history of the NFL?
Who's that?
Yeah, buddy!
All right.
Okay. Did you fall at all or anything, Chris?
Yeah.
Looks like you have a little scratch.
All right.
So the bull was right. I was so excited for that clip because look what I have here. I even brought some props to the studio with me from home.
Oh boy. Oh, flashbacks. Oh, very nice.
Who's here?
Very nice.
And this is not one of those crappy bobbleheads either. This is one of the good kinds. And it says Walter Payton, all-time rushing leader. 16,726 total yards.
That's a lot of yards.
34 sweetness.
Sweetness. They call him Sweetness, and he likes to dance.
Everyone smiles so I can use this for the thumbnail. Okay. So, so anyway, the conversation is shifted to at least more pleasant, not necessarily any quieter, which was the whole purpose of the police call in the first place. But now when he's yelling, it's more in praise and celebration of the police. Because that one guy had the answer right off the bat. He's had that on the ready. He's like, Walter Payton?
Well,
the White Geronimo. That's what he referred to himself to. Did you guys catch that?
Yes,
The White Geronimo.
That's a pretty awesome name.
Yes, but
it is. I'm telling you, this guy is. This is the alpha male, man.
Like is Geronimo known as an athlete?
I don't know, but it sounds cool, so who cares, you know?
I bet. All right, so back to the question of would you want to hang out with that dude? I would say yes. Once he starts, the more references he makes to himself as being the white Geronimo, that's when you know it's time to go.
And that's the thing. It's so hard to make any type of informed decision because each passing clip puts a different spin on both sides. It's
when you're sitting there and out of nowhere he goes, "They call me the white Geronimo." You know it's time to. He's going.
I know where he gets the name the White Geronimo.
Is it from a song?
No, it's from jumping out of windows.
Holy shit! It is accurate. They call me the White Geronimo.
So I don't really have a whole lot to speak on this next clip, but it just continues. We're just moving the story forward here. But all is good. Everyone at least now is, you know, things have de-escalated. We can at least say that.
My right arm. You're real strong. Yeah, pull up. Come on, good strong guy. Have a good day. We'll get you down there. We'll get you some help. All right? Go to the VA. Get some help. And go from there.
So they're trying to load him into an ambulance. Let's see. I'd imagine to get someone even for a full-size grown adult into an ambulance on a stretcher. I'm not going to say that it's easy, but I would imagine the process is simple enough.
And also with this much,
if you're a trained professional, they could probably get a.
I mean, think of how heavy a casket is with a dead weight body in it.
Exactly.
And what does it take? 6 guys? Look at the people here; they can handle this for sure.
I'm hoping
a quick process.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping what I think is going to happen does not happen.
Uh-oh.
Can you guys please get the cuffs off now? They're hurting my shoulder, bro. Can you put them in the front? Can you put them
in the front?
What's that?
I can put them back behind you, but I can't put them in the front.
Sounds like... Take me to jail like this. I don't care. Go ahead. You guys take me to the hospital. Take me to the hospital, I guess. Can I please have the cuffs off? Or can you guys redo the cuffs? Stand me up and then redo the cuffs so it'd be comfortable.
Ooh, put them back behind you.
Okay, cool.
You gonna be all right with me, Chris?
Absolutely, bro. I promise.
Swing off to the side over this way.
Okay, now that right there is an alpha move. Now we're negotiating the terms of the arrest with the police. You know what I mean? Can I get the cuffs off? No, we can't do that, Chris. And for obvious reasons, they can't do that.
I feel like this is a bad move on their part.
So he's like, okay, well then sit me up, you know, and it's just, I just think that this is an amazing piece of video.
Well, it is, but can I say I don't like when police officers capitulate to things like that.
Such as?
You hear that a lot. If you watch police footage, everybody who gets handcuffed, almost all of them say, "Oh, this is uncomfortable." Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Oh, you're talking about the civilian side. I thought you didn't like when the police did something or other. No, you mean when people start complaining about the cuffs?
I don't think they're doing anything wrong apart from not shooting him again. Which I don't endorse. But what is this guy really contributing?
Like, why? Yeah, why? I don't know. Why would you?
I don't know. Ask the good folks, the coaching staff at UNR. Maybe they can answer that one better for you.
Well, I believe he said he intends to be a walk-on for UNR.
He's preparing for one. That's why he was sitting around doing back rolls. So,
please pour a cold cup of water right on my nuts.
The only thing I need to do here is for
Reno
to
PD.
make sure it's locked up.
What?
Yeah, I didn't
cup of water on his nuts?
Yes. He's referring to that fabled Sheehan Schlong again. But yeah, these police are trying to I guess, piece together how they're going to fill out this report in any intelligible way when they get back. But they need to speak over Chris Sheehan, who is now demanding, the guy who was just asking for a blanket is now requesting a cup of ice water to be poured over the Sheehan schlong. All right, so yeah, he loves talking about that schlong. But anyway, things are still diffused for the most part, right?
Yeah. He's in the ambulance now.
Yeah, let me make sure I don't have my clips mixed up.
Please pour a cold cup of water
Oh,
right on my
this is what we
nuts.
just
The only
watched.
thing I need to do here is for
Reno
maintenance to
PD.
make sure it's locked up.
Sorry about that. Wrong clip.
History of just not being stable, unfortunately.
Yeah, so he's a veteran. I don't know what service he was in. Was he? And he suffered some sort of a brain injury.
Yeah.
And then that.
Yeah, this part of the content was where it got like a little less amusing and more serious, and even kind of sad. But this is the part that kind of opens things up to a broader discussion. He's now speaking to one of the neighbors, and we're going to get a little more insight into Chris's state and condition and whatnot. So this is a account from one of the neighbors of Christopher Sheehan.
Does he have history of just not being stable, unfortunately?
Yeah, so he's a veteran. I don't know what service he was in. Was he?
He's a Marine.
He suffered some sort of a brain injury.
Yeah.
And then that mixed with the steroids doesn't really help anything. So.
Okay, so yeah, suffered a brain injury, and that mixed with the steroids.
That will do it.
Allegedly, or is it? I don't know.
Well, that's what we're here.
It's just Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Veterans.
Help anything. So.
Seeing as it was just Veterans Day.
Yeah.
I don't know if that triggered him.
That's what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
I'm sure it has something to do with it, but when we were looking for his phone right now, we found some drugs, so that definitely doesn't help. So
yeah, no.
There's a whole lot of demons that he's dealing with right now, unfortunately.
So I don't know that the police are just supposed to have casual conversation with the neighbors about drugs they may or may not have found in the house. You know what I mean? Is there, at that point, do you have an expectation of privacy?
You would think. I would think. Yeah, I would assume you can't go around telling people that.
I assume you can, because it's going to be in the police report, which is public record.
Okay. Yeah, I guess so.
Do you really want to just talk to the neighbor like that? That seems odd.
No, I think that's bad
seemed to be
form,
showing
but
some
it's not
concern.
illegal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because as far as I know, I've watched this footage and a couple times, and I never heard the man being read his Miranda rights. I haven't even heard him placed under arrest.
We haven't seen every frame of this.
Well, he's already in handcuffs being loaded into an ambulance, and the cops are now heading back away from him. So they wouldn't be doing that if he was not in the confines of a police escort going somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
I think this neighbor was showing genuine concern. I don't think she was being nosy.
And also shedding light on the situation he's in. As she said, it was just Veterans Day, so that might have triggered something, so to speak.
And I don't know this for sure, but this brain injury they're speaking of, he could have suffered that while he was in the service. They reference steroids because, like I said, they've dealt with them in the past, so I don't know if that comes as a shock to somebody, but they said, and drugs. So, moving right along. We're coming up on the end of this piece of content shortly. Yeah, I didn't know if I wanted to show this part. This is the police taking us into the into Chris's house.
I have. So just that little part that you just showed us? Really?
No, I didn't mean to play that part, but go ahead. I'll go ahead. I bet you you're going to say what I was thinking too.
Really shocked by the welcome sign that he had hanging up. Didn't fancy this.
It's a very well kept place. I didn't want to show this because, out of respect for Chris Sheehan, but then again, this is on the internet, and I'm going to provide the link to the full body cam video.
Does he put the welcome sign? Does he put the welcome sign by the door or by the window?
So
this guy,
pretty nice place. There's no visible holes in the drywall or anything.
Yeah, I'm expecting way more of just a scene going on.
So, wonder if I can just play audio only of this, so we don't need to be invading this man's privacy any more than it's already been invaded. But the police are going to start talking about one of the last times they dealt with him. So more insight for us to form an educated decision about what's transpiring.
Last time I dealt with him, he was using he was using roids and meth in combination to power through those extra workouts. But
now we got roids and heroin. Both sides.
Yeah, so
there's your problem.
Yeah. So whereas he was mixing steroids and then meth, I think the word the cop was looking for was reps. Help him power through those last reps, but he couldn't think of that word, so he used the word workout instead, which is not alpha at all. Should at least know what the word reps means. But yeah, now it appears they may have just found heroin, probably meaning the heroin was to help kind of come down from the steroids. So can you imagine the last time these guys were here when the mixture was steroids and meth? So, and then the cops makes a reference that I had appreciated. He's like, so now we've moved on to steroids and heroin. That's nice. And it's all captured on body cam and
Dude,
Wheel of Content show. Huh?
Is that a sliding door that he could have used?
It appears.
Well, they didn't approach from that angle. That looks like the back door.
The back door. The back door. So anyway, let's listen to this cop and mock him for because suddenly real tough. Suddenly he's got a lot of smart alecky things to say. Oh, that's nice. Didn't see you saying any of that shit when Chris Sheehan was threatening you with his schlong.
But
now we got roids and heroin. Both sides.
Well, probably using the heroin.
Boo.
Yeah.
And there's the poor dog, Remy. I believe his name was Remy.
Oh, I like him.
I like him too. So now we're jumping ahead to a different officer's body cam. This is upon Chris's arrival at the police station. So, I don't know. I just felt a certain way about showing the inside of that man's apartment, but we certainly didn't extend that courtesy to Chandler Isaac either, and she was far more innocent and sympathetic a character than Chris Sheehan. So let's see how Chris behaves at the police station. He's now, actually, I can't remember at this part if they took him to the hospital first and then the police station for booking, but we get to see both. I know that. So this may be the hospital.
I'm just trying to get home to my family. I'm cold. I'm out here with no shirt on. Okay. And Sean Gibson's going to watch me go to jail when I could go home and be comfortable and be a healthy veteran. Okay. If I went home and slept with my dog. But you're going to make me go to jail because I was yelling. How many days do you keep me in jail? You're gonna take my job from me too, Sean Gibson? Give me my shirt. Give me my shirt. Don't touch my. Give me my shirt.
Well, no, hold on. They might be helping you with your job because being in jail might make you cry. That could be overtime for you.
The last guy I would want to be locked in a jail cell with would be Chris Sheehan.
But you want to go to a
doing
tavern,
all the damn chores. I guarantee you. I'd be forced. What am I going to say? Hey, Chris, it's your turn to clean the toilet.
Dude, imagine how many you could sit on this guy's back so he could do squats all the time.
Yeah.
I said, get on my back.
I was speaking to my brother Sean.
I like how he pointed out the fact that he was without a shirt, which he took off quite on his own.
Yeah.
Out of his own free will. So this is wrapping up here. Let's see what happens.
Sorry, I shouldn't say that, Sean. I'm angry with you because you're making this decision. I can tell you're the sergeant.
You can be angry at me.
But why are you taking me to jail, dude?
Because that's our solution for tonight.
No, the solution tonight is to get help here or have me sleep it off.
They've already cleared you out. So we're going to go up there, and then you can work on getting help further from there.
They're leaving the hospital now, and Chris doesn't even seem to understand why he's not just spending the night in the hospital. But apparently he's been cleared. He's yelling at this police officer by the name of Sean Gibson. And I believe Sean Gibson might be the senior officer.
All right. There's people up there to help you as well.
Dude, shut the up.
Okay.
You're a bitch.
Yep.
Made in every way.
Okay.
Every fucking way, Sean.
All right.
And I see it too. I see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
He just called him a beta, which again is something that alphas do. They call other men betas.
This guy reminds me of
me.
Dude in Cape Fear.
Who? Robert De Niro?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Also, why is beta the insult and not omega?
I don't know. Got to ask a Greek, I suppose.
I love how you asked this guy a question. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah. Since we're being fair to both sides here, every question these cops have been asked, they haven't had much of a chance to even offer a response to his question.
I didn't realize we were being fair to both sides.
Only thing
I am.
Well, he was receptive when they answered Walter Payton. He was on
Yeah, that was the most pleasant part of the whole evening. You know, that part made me happy. That put me in a good mood.
Hey, I'm sorry I said that. I'm just angry you're taking me to jail. Because I just want to eat.
I don't take any personal offense.
But why are you guys taking me to jail when I need help?
We're trying to get you that help.
My meds are at home.
I understand that.
But you're going to put me in jail where I got to fight? You guys want me to fight in jail?
No.
Yeah, you do, because you haven't been in there. You don't even know what it's like in there. You have no clue. But you think you're hard, dude, with your little freaking goatee.
Oh, I don't think I'm hard enough. I know I'm not.
Yeah.
Me neither. I don't think I am either. I just want to go home.
Hey, Chris, what we can do is we can try
being humble.
Can you guys just issue me a ticket like you did after you shot me and let me go home? I promise to be calm.
Can you have a seat?
I promise to be calm, guys.
All right, I appreciate it.
Okay, pause. Can we talk about this fighting issue? He believes that if he goes to jail, he has to fight. I believe that means if he
definitely
goes to jail,
fighting when he goes to jail.
Yes, because he will provoke a fight.
Well, right, yeah.
That's something he could probably avoid.
Right now, there's a guy in jail for the first night, and he's probably thinking to himself, "Oh, this isn't as bad as I thought it would be." Little does he know this guy's fucking on his way.
Yeah. I would like to point out something alpha that he did as he was telling that one police officer to his face with both hands tied behind his back as well. You ain't hard. Lampooned his goatee. And the cop just kind of eyes fell to the floor and said, I know. You're right. I don't think I'm hard. And then what does the alpha do? Hey, look, you're not, and I'm not hard either. That's the humble, you know what I mean? A phony alpha guy would be like, yeah, you're not hard. I am. But Chris Sheehan is humble. And that's pretty alpha.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in the end, Chris was charged with disturbing the peace and resisting arrest. And he pled no contest, which I don't exactly know what that means. Do you guys know? It's kind of like a guilty charge, but not really, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's I would probably be considered guilty with the evidence that there is, but I'd rather not admit guilt.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, no one clipped this because this is not legal advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. But he pled no contest and was sentenced to 60 days in jail. Now, first of all, I didn't hear anyone place him under arrest, nor read his rights.
Okay, but we don't know what
transpired.
It could have taken place elsewhere. Also, I think that's excessive, given the what would be the charges above disturbing the peace.
That was going to be my next question.
Okay.
Like, because kind of he referenced earlier, like, you know, first of all, can't you let the guy slide a little bit? I mean, don't you kind of think this guy at least earned himself a little bit of a get out of jail free card, as they say in Monopoly?
Yeah.
I mean, the same group had just recently shot him in the shoulder by accident, and then let him go home afterwards. Apparently, shot him in the shoulder and like, well, you can go home.
They probably consider that a wash. Okay, well, you didn't mean to do this. We didn't mean to shoot you. So let's just let's call this one even.
So the 60 days does seem very excessive. My guess would be that that's because that's not the first time that he's done it, but it's also excessive because his brother's a police officer. Like, so to Steve's point, it sounds like his brother didn't help him out at all. If anything, wanted him to be in there for 60 days.
Well, look, I wouldn't know anything about this guy's brother. That was going to be my next question, though, what you guys thought about the sentence. And the one cop said something about having drugs, too. So, but that, at least according to the people at Law and Crime Bodycam channel, they just reported that he was charged with disturbing the peace and resisting arrest.
Oh, well, resisting arrest. And also, again, probably not his first offense.
I feel like we should get that guy on the wheel. I would love to see what his panels would be, man.
Who? Get what guy on the wheel?
Chris Sheehan, or Sheehan as he probably pronounces it.
What the hell do you think we've been doing for the last hour and a half?
No, get him the wheel of the show, not the literal wheel that nobody cares about.
Oh.
Just sitting there yelling at us.
I would love to have that guy on as a guest.
And then apologizing.
I would. If that guy started a podcast.
Yeah. You'd be on his Patreon, I'm sure. 5-star reviews.
I wish I could speak to his military credentials, because I'd shout him out. Because you know what, I'm talking about all the social commentary that could be sparked. The type of conversation could be talked about watching a piece of content like that. But in the end, I really just wanted to show it because it was one of the crazier things I've ever seen.
I think it's enough. That footage of him being shot because a police officer tased another police officer. That's enough right there.
Yeah.
Well, then
that's one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
In that case, and I think we're actually all pretty much in agreement. So the only loose end there really is to tie up is this the most alpha man on the planet? Raise your hand if you think yes.
No, no.
Okay.
I just can't
That's
do
a
that.
yes for me and a no from the bull.
I just can't do that.
Tie, King of Lampoons.
Out of principle.
What?
I don't want to get involved in any voting for who's the most alpha male.
Well, I guess it's a draw. hey, I got an idea, and it'd be a good reason. To
No,
even bring
it's
this up.
not a draw.
How
You're
about
outvoted.
the King of Lampoons basically did that dumb shit that people do during elections where they show up to the voting place and what do they register? What do they do? The thing that means like, I'm not voting for anybody. Well, stay home. What do you call that?
I have no idea. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, it does. It's called something.
People show up to the polls and tell everybody, hey, I'm just here. I'm not voting for anybody.
Yeah,
And then
you
they
cast a
leave.
vote that yeah, you never heard of that? It's a real thing.
It is, Steve.
What
Not
is
the
it
way
called?
Betty, not the way you just described it. Like
What
like
is it called again?
A protest vote, perhaps? Voting for
No,
somebody
it's
who has
called
no chance
something.
of
Do you know
winning?
what it's called, King of Lampoons?
I don't know what it's called, but yeah, people will show up to basically make a point of. I think they fill out. I think there's like a circle where you can fill it out. It says no vote. They like.
Yeah, I wish I could remember what the hell it's called.
It's like making a just.
I got an idea.
Make a big deal out of showing up not voting.
Well, instead of sitting here like a trio of boomers, why don't we use the available technology? Hey Siri, what do you call it when you show up at a voting ballot place on election day and cast a vote for nobody? What does that mean?
He's not going to get an answer.
Oh, my plan to not look like a boomer backfired.
If anybody knows what that's called, leave it in the comments.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's where I was going with that.
That's a confident King of Lampoons. People haven't made it this far.
I think they did. This dude's entertaining as hell, man.